to today's class. What we have today is the function of government. Of course, when you look here, you see I will have various functions of government. You know, government has so many functions in which they, provide for what is citizens. Here and here are some of them. Number one here is lawmaking. It is the primary duty of the government to us make laws that will guide its people. This they do through its executive. It's through its legislation. Of course, we know that we have the government where we have the legislature, we have the executive, and we have the judiciary. Legislation makes law. The executive implements the law made by the legislature. The judiciary interprets laws made by the legislature. So now, no nation or state can exist without the law. Without law, the country will turn into what they call the Goverment state of nature, where life will be brutish, short, and selfish. So for there to be, coexistence between people, there has to be law, which is made by the government. So one of the primary functions of the government is the lawmaking. Okay, number two here is the provision of social amenities. The government provides social amenities. By social amenities, we mean pipe-borne water, good roads, electricity, hospitals, health centers for each citizens to enable life to flow. Okay. Number three here we have a maintenance of law and order. It is the function of the government to make sure that the laws which they made are maintained. This they do by putting in place the NPF. By NPF we mean the Nigerian Police Force. It is the Nigerian Police Force that makes sure that the laws and orders made by the executive are properly maintained. Then we have number four here, protection of life and properties. One of the primary duties of government is to make sure that life of its citizens are adequately protected. So the government protects the life of its citizenry by setting up also the NPF that guides and protects human lives and property. Then we have also the defense of the country. It is the duty of the government to defend the country against internal and external aggression. For instance, if there is any breakage of war, it is the duty of the government through its armed forces. It is the duty of the government through its armed forces to protect the country against internal and external aggression. So the army fights the wars. So government does that function by making sure that the armed forces are there all the time. And that one here is the provision of employment. It is also the duty of the government to provide work for its graduates. The government, it don't look like on government to provide work for its graduates and those who are able to work. Then we have administration of justice. The government also administers justice. They make sure that the common man gets justice. It is the duty of the government through its judiciary to do what? To make sure that disputes are settled between Mr. A and Mr. B, between individual and another individual, and between individual and government. Okay. Now the last but not the least is formulation of policies. Government formulate policies. They formulate policies through what people need. By going to the hinterland, knowing about people's need and all that, so that they put into policies and make sure that comes to play. Alright, at this juncture, I think we are coming to the end of this class. Next time, we'll continue again. Thank you very much.